Hello Cancer, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. Welcome here. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, welcome to Ten of Cups Tarot. And if you are the one who's always here, clicking, viewing, subscribing, being in the comments, I do appreciate you. We've got a small Tower of Oracles we're going to start with here. I am reading for August of 2024 for you, Cancer. So we are looking at what is coming up in August. Let's look at the Archetypes deck to find out what sort of energy you need to be in to get the work done, to get August taken care of here. Tell me about Cancer, please. What archetype energy does Cancer need to be in the month of August in order to get things done? We do have the vampire energy. What is this? It says, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Very interesting, Cancer. There is a person or a situation that is draining your life force here. Somebody is an energy vampire, or you are giving way too much energy to something that I feel is never going to change, regardless of how much energy you put into it. I feel like it's stealing your energy. It feels like you're maybe pointed in the wrong direction, or you're thinking about something. It's almost like you're up against a wall, like banging your head against a wall. It's got to change, but it's not changing. All it's doing is it's taking your energy from you. Bottom of the deck, we have the healer. Well, aren't those interesting? They're kind of opposites. The healer, it says, passion to serve others by repairing the body, the mind, and the spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. That's future energy on the bottom of the deck for me. So it does feel like you do finally overcome this, but I feel like this month is a month where you're really going to have to watch who you give your energy to, because I feel like you're giving your energy freely to people, or maybe they're just taking it, right? When I think about Cancer, I think about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is always she's always in danger of becoming depleted of her energy, because people just come along and grab their straws and drink that energy, right? They take the energy without asking here. But the thing is I feel like you're a person who doesn't realize that you are this empath and that there are energetic vampires around you. So be aware of that and be careful. Tell me more about Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have temptation. Interesting. So I feel like you will be tempted by people, by situations, possibly. We do have the Devil energy here. And so it does feel like you will have, or maybe you do have, people around you who are trying to take advantage of your kindness, of your empathic nature, of your compassion. These are people who would probably try and do that for their own benefit. It's almost like they're trying to suck the energy out of you. It's like they're in this devil energy, and they're trying to overcome it, and they feel like the only way they can do it is by getting good energy from you. We do have recognition and reward. So I feel like it is going to work out in the right way. It's going to work itself out here, moving on. I feel like you are leaving this energy. I think you just need, now that you're aware of it, maybe you'll look for it, right? Be careful. Tell me more. Tell me more about Cancer, please. We have the Labyrinth. It's card number 15. We've got 1515 here. That might be an angel number for somebody. But I feel like this Labyrinth is telling me that you're stuck, that you feel stuck. It's almost like you feel stuck, and the reason why you feel stuck is because you don't want to tell people no. Because that's who you are. You're Cancer. You don't want to tell people no. You want to be helpful. You want to be kind. You don't want to turn people away. And I feel like you're kind of stuck in this energy with people who would try and steal your energy. We've got reflection. You really need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out why you're doing it. We've got card number 20. You need to make different choices. It feels like the universe is asking you to look at your face in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, and find out why you're doing what you're doing, because you're getting a payoff of some sort. The fact that you're not pushing people away who are trying to take your energy from you, who are leaving you stuck, is telling me that there's a reason that you're doing it. Maybe you feel like they'll leave you or not speak with you if you decide to take your power back here. I feel like you're supposed to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out why you're not making better decisions about that. And look, it's usually that way, whether it's in a marriage, a relationship, a friendship, or the family. A lot of people just never address it because they don't want to hurt the other person. But when it comes down to it and they just keep sucking your energy dry, you've really got to do something. Tell me more about Cancer, please. And most people don't do it because they have a fear of being alone. They feel like people, if you don't service people, they won't talk to you. And you're absolutely correct. But you need to make a decision. Are you going to keep letting them take your energy? We've got the loving man, and we've got planning and action. So it does feel like somebody here could be in a relationship. You could be in a relationship that you're trying to get out of and you feel stuck. This person keeps telling you that things are going to get better, but things aren't getting better. They're getting more obsessive, more codependent, and they're getting a little bit worse. The labyrinth is a place, if you'll notice, there is no way in and there's no way out. There's just like walking around and around and around. It's redundant energy going around and around here. And we have the loving man, and I feel like somebody here, maybe you're the loving man, or maybe they are, take it as it resonates, but somebody's trying to plan their way out of the labyrinth. I feel like that's what you're trying to do this month, is plan your way out of something here, whether it's out of a job or out of a relationship. All right, let's take a look at some tarot. Tell me what's coming up in August, please, for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer in the month of August 2024. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Cups. And we've got the Nine of Swords. It's kind of exactly what I was saying here. Somebody is worried about walking away. The Four of Pentacles is, I feel like you're stuck in a situation where you're giving a lot because that's who you are, Cancer, and someone else is keeping it for themselves. It's like they're not giving it back. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Pisces, possibly. We've got the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's telling the story that was going on here. I feel like it's, some of you are staying in the relationship for financial reasons. This could also be a job. Please take note that it could also be a job that you're in that you don't like, and that you're staying there because you don't want to leave the people behind. You know, when you get into a place where you've been working for a long time, 5-10 years, you start to see those people as your family. It's almost like a little bit of Stockholm syndrome, right? Because it feels like what I know about working in the corporate world is that you get these people and they call you sister, they call you brother, and you start to like, it's like you're all in the prison and you're trying to make it work. And then, you know, you leave the job and then all of a sudden you never hear from these people again. You realize that the only reason that you were in relationships with these people is because you saw them every day and they made it a little bit easier. It does feel like for some of you, we could be talking about money and work. It could be a job that's sucking the life out of you here, that you're codependently connected to. And the codependent part would be the money, right? So we have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Wands in the future energy. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. What you need is balance. You need reciprocity. So it is a situation, whether it's a relationship or a job that you're in, it feels like somebody here keeps giving and giving and giving. The other person keeps taking and then they won't give back. It's miserly energy. We do have the Six of Coins and we have the Three of Swords. You know, I feel like you already know, Cancer, that you're the person who's the giver, right? You give in order to have balance. We've got the Libra symbol here in this person's hand. And I feel like that somebody here is trying to get balance, but it's heartbreaking. It's not working. I feel like somebody's breadcrumbing you and you know that it's coming to an end, but nobody's taking action. This is the bottom of the deck, is the future energy for me. So the Queen of Coins is at the center of everything. And so I feel like it's the Queen of Coins who is looking at this situation in a sad state of affairs. Like, it looks like somebody here wants to leave where they are, but they're looking at what they will lose, and they're looking at it in a monetary way. So I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is like, I'm in this situation and I'm stable. The money comes in, the money goes out. I have a place to live. I have a beautiful home. I have a car. Like, somebody is looking at, and make no mistake about it, that's the reason why a lot of people stay in relationships, because they like the monetary gain of it. And they don't want to have to split up assets and all of that stuff. So you could be in a job, if we're talking about a job for you, you could be in a job where you are middle management, right? Or maybe you are the manager and you're like, you know what, I don't know if I can stay here any longer. I'm not happy here. I feel like disconnected from my real purpose. I feel like you feel disconnected from the real purpose here. And I want to say at the beginning of the month, it's like you start thinking about what you need to do for you. You're worried about disconnecting or pulling away or leaving because of the Four of Pentacles. You realize that this person probably doesn't care, that they're miserly and they're shut off and shut down. They're not sharing with you. And it feels like somebody here is realizing that if I pull away, they probably won't even care. Whether it's relationship or whether it's a job. But I feel like this, whatever it is sucking the life out of you. It could be a relationship. I do see the loving man as somebody who is, this person's in a bunch of greenery here. So to me, that could be the King of Pentacles. We do have the Queen of Pentacles here. Could be that, but that person could also be your boss. Tell me why the Four of Pentacles is here, please. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? It's almost like whatever you're giving this person, they're the one making the plan to do something different. This is Capricorn energy. We've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, this person is actually preparing. It's like either you give them money or you give them time or you give them love and they're just taking it and putting it away in a cupboard for a rainy day. Because they're like, when I get out of here, I'm going to need all of this. Like, that's what it feels like here. We do have the Ten of Swords. This person, look, I feel like this person's preparing to end it with you. In divine timing here, Temperance. I feel like you already feel this, Cancer. Look, you're far more psychic than you care to believe that you are. And I feel like you already know what's going on here. I barely even have one card clarified and you know what's going on. The Two of Wands is here. Somebody's preparing to end something here with the Ten of Swords. And I feel like whatever you've been giving them for money, whatever you've been giving them for time, it's either your employer is about to lay you off or there is a relationship that's about to end here. But I want to say that you've been feeling this and you've been worried about it. Like it feels like you've been worrying about the disconnect. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Got the Ace of Pentacles. Got the Chariot. And we've got the Four of Wands. So again, for some of you, it feels like it is relationship related here, that somebody's getting in their chariot and they're going. The Ace of Pentacles tells me that this is the place where you decided that you wanted to invest. But the Eight Cups tells me there's no emotion here. We've disconnected from each other. And so I think that's the reason why you know that it's probably coming to an end. I feel like you know you probably should have ended it a long time ago, but it's like you were waiting for someone else to pull the plug because you didn't want to be the bad guy. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. We have the Five of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Queen of Cups. There is going to be a blowout. So I feel like if you don't decide to go, I feel like there's going to be a blowout. The Five of Swords is here. There's a difference of opinion and fundamental differences. There are things that we cannot get past. I feel like you can't get past these things. And once you start talking about them, that somebody here throws their swords down, has a tantrum, and walks away. And I feel like it's whoever is your person, your spouse. This could be your job. This could be your boss. I'm just saying. It could be. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like whenever we start talking about it, we get to a place where we start to argue with each other. We can't agree to disagree, and somebody disconnects and walks away. The Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've also got Sagittarius energy here and Cancer energy right here. Somebody's about to leave the Four of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. And that's all coming in the first week and a half or so of the month, I feel. We've got the middle ground here. Let's take a look at the middle of the month. It feels like somebody here is looking into the past, feeling sad that now we're disconnected. We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Four of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. It does feel like it's aggressive. It feels like it's aggressive. It feels like someone is rejecting you, and it feels like you're going to have to go through some sort of healing process here. Tell me about the Queen of Coins. So I want to say, for those of you who are suspecting that there is problems at your place of work, and I feel like you already know about it. I'm not predicting that you're going to lose your job. I'm going to say that if you know what I'm talking about, you already know that something is going on in the workplace. There might be a restructuring or something like that. The Queen of Pentacles here is in the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. I feel like you already have something in the pocket. I want to say that you've already been looking for work, scanning the internet, talking to people. I feel like you're preparing for it, because you may think to yourself, well, maybe it's just time for a change. But I think your intuitive energy is telling you it's time to get a different perspective, to look out there for my answers. The Wheel of Fortune is here with the Five of Pentacles. So for those of you who end up getting laid off or end up getting restructured out of your corporation, something else is coming right away. This was supposed to happen this way. Sometimes doors open and doors close, and sometimes doors close because you won't close the door. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up, you really don't have a choice about what's going on here. Something is coming back around, or it's about to change. There is a lot of change coming up for the Queen of Coins. I feel like we're talking about you, feminine or masculine. You're the person who is the manager or the middle management, and it feels like you've been looking around for a different place to work. This place of work, I feel like either you leave or there is a restructuring that you end up losing your job here, because the Five of Pentacles shows up with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man. I feel like you do have something in the pocket. It's like you leave this place and then 2 days later you're at a different place. I feel like you're not going to be unemployed for long, is what I'm saying, if this has to be something that we're looking at in terms of work. We've got the Hermit energy. We've got the Six of Swords. Look, yeah, you were planning on leaving anyway. I think that you were planning on leaving to find something that you love a bit more. Something that, it could be somebody that is involved in your life in this manner, and they might be saying to you, look, it's time for you to leave there. You got to leave there. The Six of Swords is here, and I feel like you begin thinking about it here. If we're still looking at this as kind of something that's going on within a relationship, it does feel like that this person pulling away from you is what is supposed to happen right now, because you wouldn't leave. Because the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is someone who is very loyal. And I feel like I've always said, Cancer, that you're like the Taurus of all the water signs. You're super freaking loyal. You're very loyal, and I feel like you won't go. You'll wait for them to tell you to go, because you're the person who is super loyal. But you know what? I feel like it works out the way it's supposed to work out, as all things do, especially when they're in divine timing. Things end so other things can begin, and I really do feel like these changes are coming for a reason. And it feels like with the Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups that you come to this realization, that it doesn't matter what comes up. You're ready to face whatever comes up, and ready to wait for the new thing. I feel like that somebody here is, for some of you, if this is a relationship, I feel like you're going to be finding out something about the Ten of Cups here. Something that is, yeah. Let's just look at it here. Tell me about the Ten of Cups, please. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Because the Ten of Cups is happiness. It's the ultimate apex of happiness here. Tell me why. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands and the High Priestess. Oh, you know what it is I feel like that you're being pushed out of this relationship or this job because you're supposed to start your own business. And I don't think that the person that you're with is going to allow you to do that. And I feel like if you're in a job, that this is a place that you would have stayed forever had they not pushed you out. And I feel like this Wheel of Fortune is telling me that it's time for you to take the third wand. Like there's 3 wands there, right? There's 2, like you're at the crossroads. This person takes the third and goes off on this really exciting new creative path. And so it feels like that creative path is entrepreneurial. It feels like somebody here is in their intuition knew that they'd be happier doing the other thing, but maybe your spouse didn't want you to do it, or you couldn't bear to leave the place because you're scared to make money on your own. Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? This is a brand new idea. Tell me about the Page of Swords, please. We've got the Three of Pentacles, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got the Nine of Swords. So I feel like that you have already possibly are engaging in a community of people who are like-minded. Let's just say you're an artist. Maybe you're a painter, you use acrylics. I feel like you're already in a group of people who have already had success doing this as a way of life. And it doesn't have to be painting. It could be baking. It could be sewing, whatever it is. But I feel like you walk away from this job thinking, what the heck am I supposed to do now? I only have a little bit of money in the bank to keep me going until. And I feel like you already know somebody who's going to introduce you to a network of people who are going to speak to you and say, look, stop worrying. We've got a lot of information and we can help you. I feel like this group of people, this new community, these people who've got your back are going to give you enough information to help you stop worrying. I feel like there's a big idea here. Yeah, I feel like you are finally going to set yourself up in the way that you want, whether it's in a new life of being single or it's in a new business. Tell me about the Three of Wands. What is arriving here for Cancer, please, at the end of the month? What is arriving for Cancer? We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Look, it all works out the way you want it to. There's wish fulfillment here. There's a group of people who are happy and fun and celebration. And you know what? You may end up being in this Two of Pentacles for a little bit, juggling back and forth, maybe just making ends meet. That's the entrepreneurial life. I feel like somebody is about to jump out of a job where they were really comfortable, loyal, sedentary, like this was just like Groundhog Day, but you were making money there, and so you kept staying there even though you didn't quite love it. But I feel like this Five of Pentacles is telling me that you're being pulled out of this situation for a reason, and the reason is you need to move on to something that you're going to love. The Knight of Cups tells me that maybe there is somebody here who has an interest in you romantically and is saying, come on, Cancer, you need to apply for this job. I'll make sure that you get in. It feels like there is the Six of Pentacles tells me that you're going to rock your balance. Your balance is going to be rocked while this is ending here. The World card tells me that you are accomplishing something, and it is a milestone, but it's also an ending that is really hard, and it's going to rock your balance for a little bit. But I feel like this Three of Pentacles energy here is a group of people or a community or a friend of a friend who's going to help you out. This Knight of Cups might have something to do with the loving man. I'm just saying, planning and action. This person seems to be an expert planner. This person could say, don't worry about that job. If they tell you that you got to be gone in a month, don't worry about it. We'll set you up with something new. So I feel like something new is about to happen, whether it's a relationship or a new job or you're becoming an entrepreneur, because I feel like somebody here, look, Cancer is great in business. Cancer is so great in business because they're so intuitive. Whether you have it in the moon, or sorry, in the sun or the rising, for sure, you're going to find your niche. You will. Don't be scared of it. The Wheel of Fortune shows up for a reason. It's only to benefit you. It looks like a shit show on the surface because everything is changing and there's rocking your world, right? There's no more stability, and it's disappointing, but I feel like you have to go through this. It's like a rite of passage for every entrepreneur. Look, anybody who's ever started a business just jumped right in and said, I just got to do this, and sometimes it's a shit show at the beginning. I'm just telling you from experience. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it also works out because when the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's supposed to work out the way it's supposed to work out, and it's at the center of your reading. Yeah. So we have the Magician. I feel like this is wish fulfillment. That's why we always say, careful what you wish for, because I feel like your wish fulfillment is to be on your own. Yeah, to be on your own, making your own money, having your own stability. The Empress is here, and doing your own thing, being independent. I feel like that is your wish fulfillment. That's probably something that you've been thinking about for a really long time, and I think now the time is here, and now you're confused as to why everything's going down the way it is. I think August is your month to get out of the relationship, get out of the job, start your new life, or start your entrepreneurial life. And I feel like you have somebody who's invested in you romantically that is going to help you bring it all together. But you need to get out of this because this person is sucking you dry. Whether this is the job that is killing your mental health, or if this is a relationship with somebody who just keeps taking and not replenishing, then you just need to get out of that stuff for sure. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer, for watching. I do appreciate you. I'm out, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You guys take care. Bye-bye.